Make sure it's recording, Doug.
I know, I just did. James, I have to say,
What's up, bro?
this podcast, at least this intro part,
Yeah.
it isn't about you, bro. James, ask me what happened, bro. Ask me what happened on Saturday when we recorded this podcast.
Well,
Just ask me, bro, what happened.
what happened, Doug?
Well, funny you asked, James. We were recording this podcast on Saturday, Saturday night. Actually, it went great. It was a wonderful podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Basically, long story short, I didn't touch the audio after. I didn't touch the footage after. We basically just, as soon as we got done, we just left. We had a good night.
Yeah,
Went to a few different spots. Just got a little tipsy, not gonna lie. Had a good time. It was Saturday night, so my boy was in town.
Preach.
And then on Tuesday during the day, I come upstairs because I want to start editing this tremendous podcast that we just recorded. That had some groundbreaking, some great storytelling, and some just things that would be really tremendous for people, right? Come to find out, James, I put my SD card in my laptop, and none of the audio is saved.
Damn, bro.
Not 1 minute that I recorded of the audio was saved.
That's really fucked up, bro.
And what's crazy about it is, guys, is I am 100,000% sure I was pressing record every single time. You see that, James? The red
dot.
The red
There's
dot.
About four red,
there's four,
red
but
lights.
the single red dot.
Yeah, I see that.
That means it's recording, James. And that was
Doug.
That was happening.
What happens if the audio deletes again?
It's not going to. And I'll check it again in 15 minutes if it doesn't.
Okay.
You have no idea the feeling that I felt in my stomach when that happened, dude. It was just like, it was so deflating. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of forms of pain, but there's something unique about, like, if you're a filmmaker or if you're just record content in general.
Right.
And I'm not the only one that happens to. Like, there's people who record 2-3 hour interviews, footage, anything, and it sucks because it literally just disappeared out in thin air. So it is now Thursday, and you would not believe what happened when we were about to hit record about 15 minutes ago. Literally,
God damn,
James's like microphone it literally just unsnapped from the table, and his glass that he was drinking whiskey and Coke from literally just shattered. And so we spent like 30 minutes just picking this shit up, dude. And at first I was like, you know what? I don't think this is meant to happen, bro.
Yeah.
But I think there's a reason why we had to go through so much to finally be sitting here and talking about your life and your story.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if God's trying to send me a sign telling me like, hey, slow your roll, buddy. Or if he's trying to tell me like, look, this is some good shit that we're about to put out, man. Yeah. Maybe you got to go through some trials and tribulations first before I let you put this out. See how bad you really want it.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally how it was, bro. Like, testing my patience for sure.
Most deaf.
It was like right now I'm still trying to get over what just happened like 15 minutes ago, but nonetheless, man, it's gonna be a good podcast. We're just gonna put everything that just happened behind us. And guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Most Vulnerable Player podcast.
Amen.
I'm sitting with James Barry Curry.
Bitch, don't ever put my government on camera like that again. You're crazy. You got me fucked up.
James Curry, is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. I'm sitting with James.
That's a little too much too low key, but we can do that.
All right, I'm sitting with James.
Well, but I can't believe you got your government name as your channel name.
What the fuck's wrong with my government? That's my name, James.
Well, you got a dope name. I can't lie to you, but that's crazy, don't you think? Don't you think sometimes we put a little too much on the internet?
I mean, not really, bro.
Bro, don't you think it's crazy that like later on in years we can like look back and like just look at all these videos and be like, God damn, like.
Not unless it just gets like completely obliterated by something.
You think that'll happen?
Yeah, and maybe not in our lifetime, but eventually almost everything. You think an SD card's gonna survive an asteroid impact that devastates humanity?
Well, obviously not, bitch. Do
No,
you think eventually we're gonna be on some like Wall-E shit though?
Where everybody's just fat as fuck.
And like we go to like space and like we're all living on like fucking Elon Musk's spaceship.
No, I think people are too resistant towards change. To maybe in our
what you're basically saying is the ones that are resistant are gonna die on Earth
in our lifetime. Is that what you're like? Are you asking me about?
Maybe not our lifetime, but like eventually.
I would say eventually if we don't kill each other first.
Yeah.
With nuclear weapons and stuff. So, sitting with James Curry, he's been basically my best friend since we were 5, maybe 6 years old, playing on the same football team first.
For real.
We started playing basketball, and ever since then, man, we grew up together. We played on the same team together. We played against each other through middle school. We ended up reuniting in high school. We were pretty nice, not gonna lie.
Pretty? We were nice, bro. For sure we were nice.
Yeah, especially you, bro. You was cold, bro.
Don't fucking put the shine on me, bro. You was cold too.
That was alright.
Bro, he was really like that, bro. You really should have been one of the best shooters in the state. You really were. You just didn't get the recognition for it, bro. But we
just didn't go far
bro, you were
enough.
smacking shit, bro.
But yeah, so we ended up playing basketball with each other our whole entire lives, and really, man, we're just we're still brothers till this day. We don't see each other as often, mainly just because, I mean, that's what happens when you kind of just grow up and you have responsibilities and whatnot. But we're still as close as ever. And you work today. Actually, how was that?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Chill, bro. I'm a correctional officer. You know, I work in the penitentiary, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the unit out here, man, it's a chill unit, man. Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
They got that shit in check. So
what's your daily, like, your duties as a correctional officer?
Bro, give these inmates what the fuck they want.
Yeah,
basically.
Like, honestly, like, you're like babysitting almost.
That's the best way to put it now.
Yeah,
bro, they got it made in there almost. I mean, the only thing you're missing is like some pussy, and even then, like, motherfuckers are still getting that shit in there. So they're not missing much, bro.
I've always been curious, what is the main difference between an inmate and a regular civilian that's out here like living life? Because I mean, they're just limited, bro. They can't go where they want to go when they want to go. That's the only difference. Yeah, but like, you tell me stories of like how intelligent and how some of these people that are in there that basically just got caught up in the wrong situation, that if they applied some of that effort and just if things didn't happen the way they panned out, you know, they would actually be very successful in the real world. They have nothing but time in there, bro. A lot of those inmates, I'm not gonna say a lot of them, but there's some inmates, bro, that spend nothing. They spend most of their time, or if not all of their time, bro, doing some type of productive reading, research. I mean, and you know, if you've been down for fucking 10, 15 years, bro, like, you're gonna do some research if you have any type of sense to yourself, bro. Those guys have read all kinds of books, body language, manipulation. I mean, you name it, bro, from the bottom to the top. Financial habits, bro. Those guys could give you some game. Some of them could give you some real game, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, at the same time, like, some of those guys might not be as smart as they are today had they not gone to prison. If someone comes out, like, if someone comes out of prison, and do you think them being able to apply what they learned in jail they can make something of themselves? Very beneficial. Yeah. If you do it the right way. I mean, there's this one guy that I saw on TikTok the other day, or he's on everything, bro. He's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. He posts like videos on like a lot of times it's like healthy habits, but he also talks a lot about like dating women and, like, you know what I mean, like being attractive to women. And he talks about how like he does all these self-care routines, and a lot of these self-care routines, bro, he learned through prison. Mm-hmm. In the morning he takes cold showers, fucking, you know, he's good on his They don't have warm water in there in prison? They do. They have their ways of getting warm water. A lot of times it is cold, but, you know, they just do like shit, like if they leave the sink running, the water will fucking, all the cold water will go to the sink and the hot water will go to the showers. So they do shit like that. But you know, he talks about how he does his like regular like cardio / full body workout every day. You know what I mean? If you do shit like that,
and you apply it to your regular life, man, that can be very beneficial. As you probably, I know you work out and shit. You do your runs and shit, and some of those guys do meditation, the yoga, so it can be very beneficial, bro.
What do you think it is about being in locked up, like in that setting that most people turn to? Is it just a time they have to reflect on what they've done?
Yeah, so there you have two options, bro, and so either they go in there and they try to distract themselves with a bunch of BS, drugs,
Basically the same thing they were doing outside.
Same exact shit, just distracting themselves from reality, trying to escape with their real life situation, man. And a lot of people in the free world do the same thing. Or you sit back, you reflect, you analyze, and you learn from your mistakes, and you try to grow. And so, those are the two types of inmates you see in there, man. Either you're trying to get better or you're trying to just distract yourself. And the odds are tremendously different, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that are trying to better themselves, but there's a lot more that are just trying to distract themselves, and obviously, like, the time has a lot to do with it. If they're fucking fresh in the system and they got a 20-year sentence, those first 5 years are probably going to be bullshit years for them. They're probably not going to give a fuck about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got to take that into consideration too. A lot of the inmates that I would prefer to deal with are inmates that have done real time, over 10, 15 years, that have some wisdom, because other than that, they're just kind of like knuckleheads,
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they got nothing to lose. They got nothing but time. They're like, I'm 2 years into a 20-year sentence. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So,
is there mental health issues in jail? Like,
most definitely.
You see it all the time?
Every day.
Yeah. Is there therapists in there?
Not therapists. They have programs, bro. They have programs. They have religious programs. They have like certain type of workout programs. School. They can do a bunch of stuff in there, man. Inmates can get their CDL, their barber license. There's really not much that they can't do. They can go in there and get their associate's degree.
Oh, shit.
I mean, they can do a lot in there.
Yeah. Can you get like medication in there? Like,
bro, any type of medication you want.
So if you need the antidepressants, you get your you can get.
Yeah, if you're prescribed, bro. They have psych units, bro. I mean, they're getting like fucking some of the most elite shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Getting some shit.
So
yeah.
Overall, you're kind of enjoying that for the most part.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. I'm learning a lot, so I'm trying to take all the pros and utilize them, and not really focus so much on the cons of it, because every job has cons.
Yeah.
So you just gotta focus in on and try to change your perspective as much as you can to try to enjoy your work. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of where I'm at right now.
If you were to look like forward 10 years, what would you picture yourself doing?
I really want to have my own type of business, man. Some type of, one way or another. I have a business degree, so I'm obviously into business. I'm into numbers. Whether that be through, a restaurant, through a online business, through selling products or selling some type of something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that, man. So we'll see. I'm just trying to figure out what I have a knack in, what I have like a real talent in, and also what I really like to do. So with time, I'll figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and are you using just what you're doing now as just a stepping stone, like just saving up money and just learning? And
Exactly. Just using it as a learning tool, stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
I might try to branch off into the law enforcement branch, depending on how my experience goes in these next 2 years. Will be really pivotal for me on where I decide to kind of try to angle my life towards in the next 5 to 10 years.
Have you been told that you speak well?
Yeah, at times, when I really want to. Other than that, I just, what I mean?
Yeah.
I just be talking shit.
Like you are well spoken, I would say, for sure.
I'm all right. I'm okay. I was in the spelling bee when I was in 5th grade.
For real?
Yeah,
bro. I was too, bro. I started crying on stage.
I got nervous like a bitch.
That was the most...
Bro, you go up there and you're in front of like all these grown folks and shit, and they're like, spell.
I remember the word I spelled wrong, too.
What was it?
I spelled gourmet wrong, bro.
Gourmet?
I didn't know there was a T at the end, bro. I spelled it with a Y, bro.
A Y?
I was a stupid kid,
dude. No. They gave me some fucked up word, bro. I couldn't even tell you what it was, but it was like one of those words that have like the silent letters in it. Like kind of like gourmet, because gourmet is one of those too. It was like
they know how to get you, those fuckers, dude.
It was some fucked up shit. Onomatopoeia.
That was it.
It was some shit like that, bro. It was like one of those weird ass words that
can't
like,
even spell that right.
Right,
now.
like what is it? If you had to guess,
Onomatopoeia.
onomatopoeia.
Oh fuck. OMNAPET. Oh, no, I don't fucking
Just give it up.
no,
Bro, this was some shit that was in the 5th grade spelling bee.
Yeah, I vividly remember like tearing up on stage, bro. It was very traumatic.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible.
That was one of the worst experiences of my life.
No, for real,
Bro, that public embarrassment is something serious, bro.
Is it?
Like being on front of people and like feeling embarrassed, that's like some traumatic shit.
I mean, people go their entire life like either fearing that or having bad experiences with that. I mean, it's literally, I think it's like embedded into our DNA, like that humiliation aspect.
Exactly, like being judged by a bunch of people, right?
Yeah, being like either like being the focal point of something and being like an outcast, or being someone that is like
just feeling like you're not good enough to a bunch of people, right?
Yeah, bro.
Especially like during like a moment where like you feel like you're on a spotlight. That's like it's like
right
big
now.
time for us, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, in basketball, right? Like it was.
Dude, don't even bring it up, bro. You're gonna bring out all the trauma, bro. That's real life trauma, bro.
That's what this show is for, bro.
Bitch, I missed the last free throw of our last fucking game.
You still think about that?
Dude, I don't think about it like on a daily, but when I do think about it, it always hits, bro. Yeah. I'm always pissed. I'm like, so I wish I could go back in time, bro. Really lock the fuck in.
We'll get to that. So crazy you bring that up. But basketball was like, that was basically your identity from since you were, 6 years old till like 20, 19 maybe. Almost, I mean,
19 exactly.
Damn near your entire life.
Yeah, big part of it.
I'm sure you learned so much from playing basketball and just all the experiences you had doing that. What did that play? What role did sports and really basketball play in your life, would you say?
It was tremendously important to me, bro. It was everything I had. It was who I was. You know, I created myself off of these sports, man. I mean, part of the reason why I got into basketball was because, you know, when I was in football, bro, I was the center. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was the big boy that, you know, was supposed to be unathletic. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I went to go play a couple years in basketball, and like my first year I was decent. But then my second year is when I really started to feel like,
not gonna lie, bro, you're pretty cheeks when you first started. I think
it's fuck.
I mean, everybody is, but
yeah, bro, I've seen some clips, bro.
The reason I say that is because your ascension and like you got good really fast, which is what I'm trying to say. Like,
bro, you remember I was a fat boy.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Bro, like definitely like a fat boy. Like I wasn't supposed to be like athletic. Mm-hmm. I was a center in football, bro. I used to just hike the ball to my motherfucking QB and just try to run, like pancake a motherfucker. Just hit him. You know what I mean?
Just use your big ass body.
Dude, and that was my identity. And I realized, I'm like, dude, like I have skill, like I have an IQ. Like I'm like, yes, I'm big and I want to utilize that, but I also want to show off my skill, you know, and not to knock a center, like that still takes skill, but I felt like I had way more finesse to my game. You know what I mean? And so when I went to basketball, I realized that like I can utilize finesse. Like I can stand out more so than just being big and knocking somebody over.
Even if you're, not to say a center isn't important, but let's be honest, the center isn't going to stand out on the football field.
No, you never just look at a center and are like, that's a motherfucking hell of a center. You know what I mean? Like you never do. I don't give a fuck if he's pancaking. Like you might say, oh shit, like he just hit the shit out of him. Like,
unless you're a coach and you're analyzing film and like you're recruiting, or
that's the only time you're
actually like
that.
Game planning.
But the fans, the crowd, you're never gonna get that recognition as a center.
But you go to basketball and you could be a big guy, but most big guys can be the star of the team.
Star of the team, and that was my biggest thing, bro. Was like, I can come to basketball and people actually recognize me on the field. You know what I mean? Other than that, I wouldn't get no recognition. Yeah. And I was like, I could actually be somebody on this court. Like, I have the potential. So that's really what made me stick to basketball, man, was like that I could actually have the opportunity to showcase something that like was elite and that people could recognize.
Yeah.
Right. So
what do you think is like the benefits of somebody growing up just playing? Like, how did it benefit you, would you say? Like maybe just maybe certain lessons it taught you, or how it maybe impacted your upbringing and how you, basically the person you came to be?
Well, growing up, man, I think sports is very important to kids just because you know, especially in this day and age, man, like you got so many distractions, man. All these cell phones, especially like these kids nowadays, man, they fucking on iPads at 3 years old, dude. It's ridiculous. And so, yeah, we need to have something that is kind of teaching us a bigger lesson, you know, and is teaching us life lessons and also keeping us focused and dedicated on something that's bigger than us. And a lot of times I feel like as a kid, like school alone is not going to do that for you. Like school almost feels forced on you. And I think at the same time, it's very important that when you're doing something, you want to do something that you have fun doing. And so I think that's why sports is very important, because it feels like, you know, we're doing something we have fun doing, something that we can be good at and we can get better at. And it gives us a goal, right? Oh, I want to go play college ball, so let me focus on this. Let me dedicate some time towards this, rather than just kind of just being there and figuring out what to do next.
I feel like it gives a lot of people, especially young people, just guidance in a way. Like,
yes,
even though you still really don't know shit as a teenager,
right?
At least you have a rough guideline and just path that keeps you like somewhat
straight,
aiming towards something.
Exactly.
You know? I can't even picture my life what it would be like without basketball. Like I really don't know even like what I would be doing right now. I mean, obviously I don't play basketball right now, but it's still, I mean, it taught me a lot, and it introduced me to almost every one of my closest friends in sports. So yeah, dude, I think it's super vital in everything we do. And growing up, I remember because you lived with both your mom and your dad growing up. Yeah. I mean, I was over damn near, if not every weekend, every other weekend. We were just at each other's houses.
We'd flop each other's houses.
Hell yeah.
I used to really live at your house, bro.
Like yeah.
Bro, I used to love coming to your spot. Always had some good food. Every time.
You think so?
Dude, every time.
I feel like our pantry wasn't shit.
You put me on so many new, like, meals, bro. Like, you just woke my, like, bro.
How?
Bro, I remember there's one time, I'll never forget this day, bro. There's two specific meals that I'll never forget, bro, that I came to your house. Bro, your parents made a fucking nachos that they put in the oven, bro. They put like the tostadas in there, and they like made this nacho fucking oven fucking baked shit, bro. It was delicious, bro. Had some beef in there with the shredded cheese and the tostadas in there.
I don't think that's really groundbreaking, bro.
Bro, to me, I had never seen no shit like that.
Yeah.
I was fucking amazed, bro. I'm like, this shit is crazy.
That shit hits.
The other one, bro, was some dessert, bro.
Well,
it was the day
the apple cobbler.
Bro, the apple cobbler, bro. That shit was amazing to me.
With ice cream?
With some motherfucking ice cream. Some warm apple pie with some motherfucking ice cream, bro. That shit, I was mind blown, bro. That shit.
Your life changed after that?
My life changed, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm not going to sit here we have it like every weekend, but definitely it's a staple in this household. Yeah. But with that, I remember your relationship with your dad. Like, your dad's cool ass dude, bro. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, growing up, I was always kind of like intimidated of your dad, bro.
Everybody was, bro.
He's like,
everybody was scared of him, even the fucking parents. I feel like.
Yeah, he's a commanding presence, bro. He definitely, he's that type of dude. But
yeah, he demands it, huh? Mm-hmm. He demands respect.
I remember your guys' relationship. Like, you guys were super close, and at the same time, I remember him like just being very disciplined with you and just very tough on you, to say the least. I remember like games, we'd be on the way back from, like, you'd give me a ride, and then we'd be after the game. We could have won by 20 or lost by 20. You were always getting like chewed the fuck out, bro. Like, he was ripping you a fucking you won every game, bro.
Every game.
Like, and I just remember those times. I'm like, damn, like, I want to get your perspective on what that was like. Like, not only just like him chewing you out, but just your relationship with your dad, and how his basically kind of like tough upbringing just kind of helped shape the person you are today.
Well, if we're speaking as far as right now, you know, and looking back at it as a grown man, I'm very grateful that he was like that for me, because especially knowing like my personality and who I was the kind of guy that you needed to be tough on me. If not, I didn't take you serious. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that has something to do with how I was raised by him, but it's like if you didn't tell me in a firm way, or you know, or you weren't somebody that I felt like I looked up to, I wasn't gonna have none of it. I wasn't gonna hear it. So I feel like he just did what he had to do, and it shaped me a lot as far as who I am today. You know, he showed me a lot of valuable lessons, man. At the end of the day, like, he was very tough, and you know, he would discipline me every single time I fucked up. But it just taught me that, you know, there's consequences for all your actions. And not only that, but he also taught me that even when you think you're doing good, there's always something you can improve on. You know, even if you think you had the best performance or you think you did your best shit, your best work, he taught me you can always look back and always find something to improve on. So those are some of the qualities that, you know, I still carry on to myself this day. And that's part of the reason why I'm so hard on myself, because no matter how good I do, no matter how good somebody might say I'm doing, I always look back and say, well, this wasn't all that good. You know, I lacked here and I could improve here. So for that reason, I'm very grateful. But at the time, it was very hard to sit there and, you know, just get ripped by him all the fucking time. Like, you know, like you said, we'll win a fucking game by 20 points. You know, I could have fucking 20 points my damn self, and the whole team could have played well, and he's going to sit there and say, you know, well, I didn't fucking slide my feet on the baseline, and this other big motherfucker had 15 on me, and we both tied rebounds. So, like, I didn't dominate his ass like I should have. You know what I mean? So, because of that, he's going to sit there and tell me for 30 minutes how this motherfucker shouldn't have dropped this many goddamn points on me, and how I didn't box him out enough. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still might have outperformed him, I didn't fucking kill him on the floor. You know what I mean?
And what I respect about your dad too is it wasn't even just you. He'd get other players to start like,
the whole game.
What the fuck you doing, Diego?
Dude,
what you doing, Diego?
Dude, you remember that time that Diego fucking dude? Oh, you weren't there, bro. I don't think you were there, bro. There was one time we were in Cali, bro, and Diego was playing with the Latino Select. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He was playing Latino Select, bro. My dad, like, you know, if you playing like shit, like if you're having a bad game, bro,
he's gonna
like,
let you know,
he's gonna talk his shit on that sideline, bro. And he was on D-Lou's ass this one day, bro.
Really? Hey, D-Lou, you watching this? Let me know if that's true.
Hey,
you think D-Lou remembers this shit?
D-Lou definitely remembers this shit, bro. I couldn't tell you what he said, bro, but he said some shit back to my pops on the sideline.
Really?
Bro, he started talking his shit back to my dad, bro. Like, he was sick. He was sick, bro. And I just remember my dad being like, you fucking listening to me too goddamn much. You get back on that goddamn court and run back on defense. Like, bro, he was on his ass, bro.
Damn, I want to hear that shit.
But I done heard so many stories of, like, people getting pissed off, but then at the end of the day, bro, like, people still have no choice but to respect him, because they know he just, you know, even though, like, he might have been hard on everybody, he just wanted everybody to be, like, to their best potential, bro. And, like, they couldn't be mad at him because they saw how bad he was on me. Like, so, like, they couldn't be mad at him because it's not like he was just doing it to a few of them, bro. He was doing it to everybody. And he did it to me times 10. So, like, everybody kind of was like, shit, he's being real. So they gave him that respect because of that.
And so, he was there all the time, you know. I don't think, like every you said, I don't think he missed. You said he maybe missed one tournament,
bro.
And
we won that motherfucker too in Vegas. I know he was shitty. Did we win the Arizona one, bro, with the WAB? You remember that tournament, right? Bro, we played pretty damn good. Yeah.
In Tucson?
It was like in Pecos, or it was in like
Pima or some shit.
Pima.
Yeah.
Did we won that, right?
Yeah.
We won.
It was, I think it was around the game where there was damn near a fight in the championship game.
Dude, that game was lit, low key. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was like on some ghetto shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, our team was fucking nuts, bro. Like,
dude, it was lit, bro. It was fucking lit.
Yeah. Honestly, like, well, there's one thing, like, I want to bring up before we move on is it's crazy to think, like, do you ever think about how much time you have left with your parents?
All the time, bro.
Yeah.
Now that I'm getting older, like, I'm much more aware of that, and I want to, like, you know, soak it in and value it a lot more.
There was one thing I was, I don't know where I saw it, but it was like when you hit the age of 18 or something like that,
right?
You've spent either it's like 90 to 95% of the time with your parents that you'll spend your entire life. So like after you hit this certain age, whether it's like 18, 19, 20, that's you spent the majority of time like
with
90, 95% already, and the rest is like
very
minimal.
Yeah.
So I always think about that, especially like because we're so close to our parents. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy, bro. Like you can count on, like, so once like we move out. I mean, you already moved out, but once I move out, it's like for good, and then you really only have, you can start counting on, not on your fingers, but you can really start counting how many times you're going to see your parents again if they make it to a certain age, you know?
Right. As far as like, especially like on a yearly basis, bro. Like now that I'm traveling so much, I might come back home once a month.
Exactly.
Something to like that, you know what I mean?
And then once you have...
And then at that, like, it's not like you're with them all the time anymore. Like, you don't need them to take you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're just not dependent on them no more, man. So
yeah. And then once you have kids and once you move out, it's like, all right, you're gonna see them for holidays, maybe 3-4 times a year, and so then you start counting, like, damn.
Yeah.
So it's just I always think about that, bro. It's like, damn,
bro. But what's crazy is, like, you know, life moves on, bro, and like time stops for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And like they always talk about how, you know, well, I remember when I was 20, you know, time moves fast. You're gonna be here soon, and so. That also blows my mind, bro, because before we know it, like, we're going to wake up and we're going to be 40 years old with, like, a family.
Does getting old scare you?
Yes and no, bro. Like, I just wonder, like, how fast it's really going to move. I mean, it's already moved pretty fast, but they always say, well, once you're 20, like, once you're grown, it's really going to fly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so, I don't know, bro. Like, what's really old, bro? Because some people say, like, well, you know, I didn't get successful till I was 40.
Yeah.
And they feel like they're still young sometimes.
Yeah.
So what really is old, bro? Like, you know, what's a good age to...
Mind. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, low key, bro. Some of these fucking 45-year-olds, bro, have like a fucking 25-year-old soul, bro.
Yeah.
No, these guys are outside.
Yeah. Like, I think also it's just a different time where, like, people say, like, 40's and you 30 and, like, 30's and you 20. It's just, like... But... I don't know. I've always been, not always, but there is a part of me that is like a little bit afraid of like getting older. But I think it's just a matter of like not running out of time, but just there's just so much I want to do. And I feel like I already feel the pressure as far as like
the time. So it's like,
yeah. And I maybe isn't the best way to live, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you just can't help it, you know?
Right. So what age do you think, like, should you have, like, reached your goals? Like,
I mean, that's the thing.
Like, at what age should you feel like, okay, I could just, like, slow up and just chill and relax? Like,
realistically, I don't think I'm ever going to hit an age where I'm going to stop going after certain, like, just goals and experiences.
Right. You think you're going to be 60 and, like, still full of fucking that drive? Like, I need to get my more investments, and, you know, I still need to, like, accomplish something else type things.
I do think so. At the same time, I would hope that I would hope it's driven by something different.
Right.
Something more, because a lot of what drives me and, like, to accomplish certain things is a little bit out of fear of not reaching them, like reaching certain goals, you know?
Right.
So sometimes it's not the most healthiest thing, as far as when it comes to, like, mental health and things like that. So I would hope that I'm still definitely going hard at that age, but maybe in a better place, mentally, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Like, not chasing riches, but chasing, like, wealth.
Yeah, and just doing it for the right reasons. Not to say I'm not doing it for the right reasons right now, but
we all got it.
Yeah, more so, like, sometimes
you just feel like you want to prove yourself to others.
Exactly. It's like I'm seeking not only to others but just validation from myself. So hopefully at one point,
somebody to recognize your potential, your worth.
Yeah, and I'm always just fighting against that. So
right.
I mean, I don't know if I will, but hopefully, ideally, you hit a certain age where that burden's off your shoulders and you can just really start going like just
bro,
being.
I saw a video, bro, and like it's always stuck with me. But like it says, like in your 20s, like you care too much about what others think, and right, and like you might be going hard, but like you really care about what others think. And he said something about like in his 40s, like you start focusing more on work, but you still kind of give a shit about others and their opinions on what you're doing and how you're doing. And he said like, now that I'm 40, whatever the hell, like he's like I look back on it and like I really like I don't give a shit about none of that shit no more, and I really wish that I never did. And then you realize that when you're 50, that nobody ever even gave a shit about you to begin with. And so why were we chasing this validation when actually like nobody was gave a shit about what you were on anyway, no matter how good or how bad you really were. You get what I'm saying? Like we're chasing something that literally is like a cat chasing its tail around, bro. Like it's pointless.
No, for sure. I think that's super like accurate, because at the end of the day, like I don't know, I just think you have to experience it yourself, because like even though we can talk about it for whatever reason, like
it's hard to apply.
Yeah, it's just you get caught up in it, and like ideally you try to keep that in mind as much as you can while you're moving forward. And now that you mentioned that, like I'm gonna really try it. Like I hit certain periods where I'm much better state mentally, where I'm just really focused on the work and the creative aspect of things, and really just trying to do the best work I can. But I do hit certain moments where I am focused on, all right, who's tuning in, who's watching, like is this thing gonna, like, am I gonna be able to make this like more of a bigger thing, and just hopefully make a living off some of these things. And but I think it's super true, because
but that's a scary boundary, is it not? Because at the same time, like you kind of do have to be tapped into that to really grow your audience, right? Like you kind of have to know who's watching.
I think it's a balance that everybody has to reach, where because
especially in this day and age, man, like
I think for sure there needs to be a balance of, for sure, having pure intentions behind your work, as far as you're doing it for the right reasons, you're doing it for the reason you set out to do it for in the first place, like your purpose.
That's the key word, bro.
You know the purpose of it, and at the same time you still need to be tapped into not necessarily people's opinions, but just kind of what's working and what people are gravitating towards.
Exactly.
It's just some pieces of like work or content sometimes aren't the best thing for people to be gravitating towards. But at the end of the day, like who are you to determine what's
what might stick, I
guess. What's gonna stick with certain people, like that. So that's another thing that I always try to keep in mind whenever I'm doing anything, is all I can really do is, yes, I have to pay attention to certain things, but at the end of the day, all I can do is do the best work I possibly can. And whether that audience likes it or not, like I really can't do, or whether it reaches a lot of people or not, I really cannot control that, because all I can do is do the best that I can as far as quality, and as far as doing the research on what I think is going to resonate with people. But other than that, once you put it out, it's really just it's not up to you.
It's out of your control.
Yeah, what you said about nobody really gives a fuck, I think that's so true, bro. Like that's something that I think everybody, especially our age, needs to keep in mind, especially myself, is that, bro, everybody is living their own life, and everybody has their own problems, and is so focused on their life that, yes, like you're going to get some criticism, but at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck, bro.
They don't give a shit.
And it's hard, not to say people don't care about you, but when it comes to like you trying new shit and you fucking up, like, bro, like, who cares?
It's
exactly.
Nothing. It was really never nothing.
Yeah. So it's crazy that it takes so many years for people to realize that, but we'll see, bro. Maybe, like I said, hopefully we can.
But that's
put that
the thing
in practice.
about being, like, I guess, wise. Like they say, the wise man doesn't have to experience something to learn from it. He just has to listen to somebody else's experience and they'll learn from it. But also, that's very hard to to like enforce into your life, because it's like if you don't know what you don't know. Like, yes, you heard it, but you can't relate to it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't know what it feels like. You don't know what it really is. You know what I mean? It's like just the unknown still to you.
Yeah.
It's nothing but kind of just words like, oh yeah, I know this might result from this, but I don't know the pain. I don't know the hurt. So therefore, like, you're not as considerate when it comes to certain things. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. No, that makes sense. Like, have you ever read something or heard something one time, and then for whatever reason, like, it doesn't hit you, or you don't really understand it, and then
Right.
maybe you come back to it and you read it again and you're like,
See a whole different meaning of it.
Like, that's that
mind blown.
really resonates.
Right.
So I don't know, maybe it's just a matter of timing and you
Right.
really being able to comprehend these certain things. But yeah, man, it's like I think it's just hard to do that when there's so many distractions. There's so many distractions nowadays, bro. Like,
it's crazy.
Like, I go through phases where I feel locked in and I feel like things are okay. Like, I'm good. I feel like I'm focused. I know what I know.
Like what you're going for. Like, your
I know what I'm
ultimate
going
goal.
for. But there's also times where, like, I feel fucking like overwhelmed by so much shit. Like, it's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah. I think what we need to master, bro, is just patience, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's our biggest enemy. Is like, I feel like we get caught up trying to be desperate and trying to get somewhere so fast. Like, we feel like we need it all right now. And when that happens, we end up getting desperate, and we end up second guessing a lot of the shit we're doing, like the path that we're really on. And in reality, bro, like, we could be doing a hell of a job, and we're just not giving ourselves enough credit.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're so caught up in, I should be getting these rewards now, bro. Like why am I not winning right now? You know what I mean? Whereas it's the long game, bro. Like, you gotta just keep your head down and keep going, and it'll all pay off one day. And this is stuff that I still am kind of struggling with, because, you know, there's times where I've been doing very well, and I'll just go out there and make a fucking desperate decision, and I'll kind of set myself back at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll look and I'll be like, damn, you know, now that I've kind of set myself back, I look and I'm like, I wasn't doing bad. Like, I wish I gave myself more credit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I just looked at myself and said, like, and realized that I was actually, like, doing it. Like, I was in the process of doing it. I should have just kept going and just kept building. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, we get so desperate that we end up setting ourselves back. Whereas if we just would have just been a little bit more patient, you know, we would have kept on building.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a really good point. And I think it really helps having people around you that can help you, like, just keep that in perspective.
Right.
Because when you're in it, when you're having, like, relationship issues, for example, you can be going through the same thing that you're giving your friend advice on.
Yeah.
And telling him something.
Yeah.
And you could be completely disregarding what you told your friend.
Yeah, in your situation.
Yeah. I guess it's just a matter of you being in the middle of it, where it's hard to really
grasp it.
Yeah, like, just step above yourself and really understand where you're, like, what's going on. So yeah. I think having people around you, especially to remind you to, like, that you're doing just to remind you that you're doing the best you can. You know, you're doing what you can.
Yeah. You're taking baby steps.
Yeah, exactly. As former athletes, let's be honest, it's hard not to look back on. I think every athlete, for sure, at least has to have one thing they look back on, and, like, especially when you're older, just to look back on it and be like, damn, I wish I knew this when I was still playing type shit.
Yeah.
Or when we were in high school. But like we said, we played high school basketball with each other, and if I'm being honest, from my point of view,
talk to me, baby.
I'm only talking about it because it was a very, I think it was a very impactful time, especially in my life. Was playing basketball in high school. Yeah. Obviously I moved on from it, like, but it's hard not to think about certain shit like that, especially when it's so. I mean, it's not that far far ago.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like it didn't end. It left a bad taste in my mouth till this day.
Terrible taste, man.
Like, does that mess with you?
That fucks with me, bro.
Yeah.
Because I only have a banner up in that gym for my sophomore year, which was not even nowhere near my best year.
Mm-hmm.
My junior year and my senior year were both way better years.
Can you believe we made it further?
I played some way better ball, bro. Like I was obviously playing like in spurts. Like there, like the beginning of the season, obviously my senior year, bro. Like I was fucking locked in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it went to shit, bro. And my junior year I got a little bit better, but at the same time, like even though I was improving, like off the court, I was on some bullshit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't doing the things I was supposed to do away from the court.
Yeah. So, do you think your experiences during high school, during that time when, like, let's just say, like I would say, like your senior year, did you learn a lot from those experiences as far as like, because we always talk about like you felt like you weren't, you just weren't, you wish you could have did things differently,
Right?
You know, and what was some of those things like if you knew what you know now, what would you have told yourself back then, and what would you have wanted to be different?
I would have just wanted to just take it more serious, man, and realize that, you know, I have the rest of my life to live after college or after whatever I was pursuing. Even if I wanted to go pro, like I would have had the rest of my life to live to just, you know, fuck off, man. Like to just be on some bullshit or like, you know, do dumb shit or, you know, whatever, like go through any type of experience that I thought I was missing out on, parties, clubs, women. Bro, I had time. I felt so under pressure that, you know, I gotta do everything now. I'm missing out. But in reality, I was missing out on nothing, because at the end of the day, what I remember today is none of the parties, none of the women, none of those memories are here with me today. It's all the shit that I regret that could have and potentially led to me going down a different path and could have benefited me in tremendous ways.
Yeah.
But I chose to neglect it and chose to, you know, I took it for granted.
Yeah. And what's great is we're talking about is it's not like you're not successful right now.
Right.
So I think it's important to realize like it's not like it was the end of your life.
Right,
you know,
right.
But it was something that really affected you. And it affected me too. Like,
right.
I think about back to that time, and even though we were close, I wasn't, like we were still brothers at that time, but we didn't spend that much time, like we didn't hang out that much besides like, obviously we were always together events. Because of basketball, like, right. But like we practiced together, but other than that, like we didn't really like hang out. Yeah, out of school or and out of events. The only thing I think about that time was, even though I felt like I was fairly locked in when it came to the game, right, I always feel like I always think about if it would have made a difference if I was a little bit more outspoken and just maybe try to. But do you think it would have made a difference at that point? Well,
I feel like people are gonna do what they want regardless. Yeah. But I also do think that, you know, leaders can influence others. Yeah. So, and it's not a knock at you, but I could also say the same thing to myself. Like, well, maybe if I had my head on shoulders, or my head on my shoulders, and maybe if I was a little bit more focused, maybe I could have pulled some of my other teammates out of the hole we were digging. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Maybe I could have been the one to be like, y'all being stupid, man. Like, let's fucking go to the gym. Yeah. You know, let's fucking go put in some more work, man. Like, we trying to win this ring. Like, come on, let's lock in. You want to fuck off? Let's fuck off after the season. Yeah. After we done made it to the, you know what I'm saying, to the state championship.
Long story short, we ended up, like, it was a senior year, and we, I think we were up by like 20 at halftime. Bullshit. And just completely smoked the 20-point lead and lost by like 1 or 2. And do you think it was, obviously, I mean, there's things that happen in the game, but do you think it just, things like that catch up to you, like not putting in the time?
Yeah, I think it definitely did catch up to us. I mean, that was like what we deserve. Like, eventually, man, like the work you don't put in is gonna catch up to you. And on that big stage, man, like we took the lead for granted, and not only that, but we probably took a lot of the season for granted.
Mm-hmm.
We probably missed out on a bunch of shit that we should have been at. You know what I mean? Times where we were taking off and thinking it was okay, that other team might have been sitting there dedicated. Even though we might have been way better than the team, they had more discipline than us. And that's what literally killed us that game, was the discipline.
Mm-hmm.
If we was more disciplined as a team, not to say that you didn't have the discipline or other players on the team had the discipline, but if we as a whole unit were together in discipline, bro, we would have smoked them.
Mm-hmm.
We would have killed them by 30, 40.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's how it was setting up.
Yeah, we would have smoked them, bro. It almost seemed too easy that first half.
Yeah.
We went into that second half thinking it's over.
Thinking about that Elite Eight type shit.
We was thinking about it like, man, this is cake work. This is it right here.
Yeah.
We up by 20. We could walk the rest of the game. We gonna win this bitch.
Yeah.
And there you go. What happened?
Bro, what's crazy is like I think about, like, I remember the feeling in like not even when we lost, but even like in the beginning of the fourth, maybe even the third, where it just felt like
off.
It felt off, bro. Like,
dude,
like it's like
we all felt it. That's what's crazy.
Like, it's, even though we were up by 10, 15, it's like something had changed at that point. It was like, what the fuck is happening, bro? Like, we really cannot. First of all, we can't hit a shot. Second, it's like, it just felt like,
bro, I was missing bunnies, Doug.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, right at the rim, point blank. Like, smoking them hoes.
It's not like they were like playing like lockdown D. It was
like,
just like,
my shit was just bouncing off the back of the rim, bro. Like, circling off the rim, like, just a bunch of bullshit, bro.
And then what's crazy is, not that it's your fault. Like, there's a bunch of things that led to that point. But even though we still had a chance to win, and like, it just didn't happen. Like, it was crazy.
It's a game I'll never forget, bro.
Yeah.
It fucks with me to this day. And obviously, I don't think about it all the time, bro. But
I mean, when you do,
I take the most responsibility for it, bro. Like, because I was supposed to be the one that was, like, I was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be better. Like, you held your end up of the stick. Like, I'm the one that felt like I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Like, and if you just look back at it, bro, like, growing up through City League, who my dad was, like, I was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be focused. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was supposed to be better, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so I always hold myself to that, like, accountable to that, to say, like, bitch, that one was on you. Like, you let your team down. Like, you played like shit. Like, I wasn't supposed to have a bad game that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't supposed to be missing free throws, bro. Like, I probably had the highest free throw percentage on the team. Or if I wasn't first, I know for sure I was second.
Yeah.
Like, I had like a 90% free throw percentage on the season, bro. Like, I didn't miss bunnies. Like, I didn't miss free throws.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the fucking first shot on the one-on-one, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that, I think you said it, is like,
it's almost like I knew. Like, and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I remember that time vividly, bro. Like, especially after that terrible game I had, bro. I can't lie to you, bro. That crowd was loud, and I heard every fucking sound of that crowd, bro. I was nervous.
Mm-hmm.
As calm as I tried to be, and people say I rushed the shot, bro. But in my head, I was like, bro, I wanted to stick to my routine. My routine wasn't long. I never took my time. I took like 2 dribbles. I gather and I shoot.
Yeah.
I did the same thing as I always do, bro. I took my 2 dribbles. I gathered and I shot.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking missed. Like, I didn't fucking rush nothing, bro. That was my regular routine.
Yeah. I think you said it perfectly, where it's like, the work you put in or you don't put in, eventually, like, it's gonna catch up. Like, if I'm just using yours as an example.
Yeah.
Like, potentially, if, let's just say, you'd have done what you felt you would have done.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have heard that crowd. Like, it was like,
yeah, I would have been locked in,
like,
bro. The
like,
discipline would have kicked in.
I do this shit.
I sacrificed too much for this.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, I was insecure, bro. Like,
yeah.
I doubted myself. And that was from the lack of the work that I put in.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't put work in, and I knew it. I knew I didn't put some work in. And so, therefore, that made me second guess a little bit more than I probably should have. Even though I was highly capable to hit a lot of shots or even fucking hit a free throw, man. But in my head, I knew, and I was self-conscious of the fact that, damn, bitch, like, you might have, you know what I'm saying? you've been playing, you didn't have a shitty game, and then everything starts to seep in. Damn, the whole season, like, you fucked up earlier in the season. You neglected, some of the work that you should have been putting in. Instead, you were mad about it. Like, I'm talking about mid-game, like, you're not really exactly thinking about it, but it's, like, in your conscious, like, in a weird way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not just there, like, fuck, like, I fucked up the host. But, like, at the end of the day, like, there's just some type of guilt to it you feel, bro.
Subconsciously, bro. Like, you carry it around with you.
And I was nervous, bro. And I shouldn't have been nervous.
It's crazy how this shit just, like, stays with you.
Yeah, man.
I think everybody has that shit, though, bro. Like, yeah. And I'm sure you learn so much from that experience. Like, yeah. What would you say to, like, an athlete who's maybe in that same position where they've been told, like, yo, like, you're fucking up, like, you're so talented? Because it's not like you weren't just because you didn't put in the work, like, you were still nice as fuck, like. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of athletes that are talented, but for whatever reason they feel like they just don't put in the work they need to be putting in at that time. So for someone like who is like in your position right now, what would you say to them?
If in your mind you feel any type of resentment to a certain extent, or you feel like, you feel comfortable and you feel like, you can be doing more, but at the same time you feel like you're good enough, then you're definitely not doing enough. And you definitely need to go into the fucking gym and you need to do the extra. Because the extra, in all reality, the extra is just enough. Like, we don't realize that, practice is the bare minimum. Like, that's the bare minimum. Like, if you just go to practice and you expect to be big time, you're never going to reach that goal that you feel like. If you want to overcome and be great, it's never going to be enough. You're going to have to do the extra. And the extra is going to have to feel like it's regular to you. Normal. It's nothing. This is my regular. And after that, you do extra than that. You know what I mean? After you put in those extra 100, 200 shots in after practice, then you hit an extra weight room workout after that. You hit an extra cardio workout after that. That is what's going to separate you. Other than that, you're going to be just like everybody else. You're going to be just as likely to fuck up. You're going to be just as likely to not succeed.
Yeah. And take it from people who have experience. If you put in the work that you're supposed to, that you should be doing, and you really put it on the table, even if you lose, at least like you fucking laid it out on the line
to the fullest extent.
It is the absolute worst feeling in the world to know that, not even just in sports but in anything, that knowing that you failed and you didn't do everything you could to put yourself in position to succeed. Right. Because sometimes it just doesn't pan out. Like, sometimes, but at least you control what you can control, and in some instances you don't, and it's the absolute worst. Yeah.
And I would say this, man, it's a much better feeling to go out and be able to say that, I gave it my everything. Like, I genuinely gave it my everything, man. Like, for the rest of your life, you're going to know that I gave everything. Yeah. Whereas, if you don't, that regret's going to stick with you for a while. Yeah. Especially if it's something that you really love, or you really had a passion for. That regret's going to stick with you for a while. And it's going to be a minute. It's going to be hard to try to get over that. But at the end of the day, there's always a lesson learned in everything. So, if you're gonna do,
and thankfully we've learned it pretty young.
Yeah, exactly, man. And that's why sports is very important, because at the end of the day, they'll teach you life lessons, man. They'll teach you. There's always a bigger picture to it, and if you really let it sit in and you really think about it, you can learn some things that you can utilize in the game of life. Because life is also a game.
Even regardless of that fact, you were still fortunate enough to continue to play. Yeah. And so you ended up going to Lewis and Clark. Yeah. Community College. It was
D1 JUCO.
Division I JUCO. And what was that experience like, bro?
That was some dope shit, bro. Like, that was some dope shit, man. It was a JUCO, but like the experience was still like top tier, man. Like, what I like about it, man, is it taught you how to become a man and how to grow up, because you realize that, certain programs and all programs are ran differently. A lot of these programs, man, like the coaches will only guide you and lead you so far. And you realize, like, I'm not in high school anymore. I'm in college. Like, at the end of the day, like, this shit is on me. Like, I don't have nobody there holding my hand. I don't have my parents there forcing me to do shit. I don't have a trainer or a coach telling me, you got to do this. And yes, there are certain programs, certain schools, and certain students, players with that kind of access and that kind of support. But it's not always like that, man. My coach, weight room, that was on you. All we do is go through our offensive scheme, bro. We'd run a little bit of defensive drills to go through our offensive scheme. The weight room, anything after that, any extra cardio, that's on you.
So high school, as far as practice goes, was much harder?
Most definitely. College, man, all our coach wanted to work on was our scheme, running our offensive, playbook, getting our scheme together, bro. Like, just making sure we were efficient in running, our pass, swing, cut, offense, and pass and screen away and all that shit.
Bro, our practices,
he wanted that to the T.
Our practices in high school were hell,
bro. They were elite, bro.
Hell.
People don't realize, bro, like, they were fucking elite, bro. Like, I told my teammates, bro, that were in college, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if we trained like how we did in high school, bro, like, we would be so fucking elite.
Yeah. Like,
and that's honestly what separated some of the schools. Like, I could see that the schools we would play against, they would do some of the same shit we would do, bro. Like, the defensive slides in the warm-up, Lincoln used to do that shit, bro. And so I'm like, that separates you, man. But at the end of the day, like, if you don't have the drive yourself, like, you're not going to separate yourself. Like, you have to do the extra, bro, especially in the college level. Doing just the bare minimum, just going to practice is not going to be enough. Even if you're the most talented dude, bro, like, it's only going to take you so far.
Because there's JUCO players in, like, that should be D1.
Bro, there's D1 players that demoted down to JUCO.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's a lead in there, bro. Like, don't sleep on the JUCO, bro. Like, those guys are skilled and talented, bro. Like, Jay Scrubs, he was in my conference, bro. I played him my freshman year. I think he was a freshman, too. He was older, but he was a freshman. And, bro, he got drafted right out of the JUCO. Right from the college I played him in at Lincoln. He got drafted straight from there and went to the Clippers.
Damn.
And he's one of the, he was one of the first ones to do that in the JUCO, like, in a while, bro. Like, people haven't gone JUCO straight to the league like that in a little minute. Mm-hmm. He was one of the first ones to do it in a minute.
Yeah. Did you feel like you were hitting your stride at some point when you were out there? Like, you felt like you could, I could hoop with these dudes? Like, it was
almost definitely. I was starting to grow my confidence, bro. The first game, my first college game, bro, I was showing glimpses, bro, to the point to where, like,
you was getting PT your first game,
bro. My first game, I had started off with like 15 minutes. Coach didn't play me like for a lot of the first half, and then I played like a couple minutes at the end of the first half. The second half, bro, he ran me the whole second half.
Damn. To
the point to where he kept me in for like the last like 13 minutes of the second half. He ran a play for me. He said, "I want you to take this last shot." My freshman year, first game, he said he drew up a play for me. I was so in shock that when he drew it up for me, I just grinned. Like, I was just like, damn, like, he see this shit. Like, he knows what's going on. But I grinned because I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, damn, like, you went from not playing me the whole first half to, like, now you want me to take the final shot. And sure enough, man, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't take the final shot, man. You know, I'm for the team. And if I feel like there's a better shot, I pass it up. Mm-hmm. I could have tried to force something, and I you know what I'm saying? And maybe it wasn't a force. Like, maybe I could have rose over him probably. But, like, I felt like it was doing too much. Like, you know, I felt like my boy Delaney had a better shot, and I think he took the shot. Mm-hmm. I think I passed it to Delaney. He took the shot. He missed. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to show my teammates and my coach that, you know, even though the play might be for me, I'm willing to give up a shot, like my shot, for a better shot. Yeah. And so, you know, with that, man, you know, I was still doing good. You know, my next game, I didn't get as I was getting about the same amount of PT, like maybe like 15. But
was it harder to score?
Most definitely. Yeah. You got to be a little smarter than that. Like, instead of, you know, in high school, whereas you can just easily go and get into the paint, get to the cup, you know, now you want to start developing them pull-ups, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Get your dribble drive, just, you know, triple threat, straight to the rim, draw a foul or finish the bucket. But, like, all that extra shit, like, wasn't flying. Mm-hmm. You know You know what I mean? You got to get to the point, man. Be a little bit more efficient with your movements, your IQ, your passing, all that shit.
Yeah, you can't just be dancing. I mean, there's certain people that can, but for the most part, you gotta.
You gotta get straight to it, man. Like other than that, you're gonna look goofy. You're gonna get your teammates pissed off, and you know what I mean. Like it's a lot more serious at that level.
Yeah. So you played how many games?
My first semester, I played I want to say 6 or 7 games. I want to say 6 maybe.
And were you enjoying it?
Bro, it was dope, bro. Yeah. I was playing good minutes, and then I ain't gonna lie, I started fucking up a little bit. I missed a couple classes, like this mythology class, and he fucking told my coach that I was missing class. My coach, bro, he benched me.
Damn.
Just like that, bro. I started that very next game, bro. Got 3 minutes on the court, 3-4 minutes, and then coming to the end of that semester.
What's it like playing damn near the entire game in high school, and then being your entire life actually you played?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what it's like, and I'm sure you couldn't imagine. Can you tell me what it's like being that player now that you have to start fighting for minutes?
Bro, you have to redevelop your confidence, and that's why I say it's important to put the work in, because other than that, you're just gonna second guess yourself, and also it takes time to kind of get yourself accustomed to the game, man. You don't always play against just big ass college players. You know what I mean? You even if you travel, bro, how often is it that we run into a 6'10", 6'11" that could fucking just dunk, and a team full of fucking six, their starting point guard might be 5'11" or 6 foot, but the rest of them guys are fucking 6'4", 6'3", 6'6", and then you got a 6'8" under the basket, and they
athletic as fuck,
and they all can dunk.
Yeah,
and you see that in the City League too. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I wasn't completely not used to it. But then again, you're not just going to go out there and drop 20 unless you really on your shit. You got to be really on your best shit. And especially if, you feel if you're not a starter, you're coming off the bench, it's going to take a little bit of time to get adapt, you know what I'm saying, feel comfortable, get your groove on. All I had to do was work on getting confidence from my coach to actually be on the floor more often, you get what I'm saying? And I started there, but missing class fucked me up. So that's why, you got to be on your shit, man, when you're out there playing college ball and you got dreams and aspirations to grow. You got to take everything serious, the school and the hoops.
Mm-hmm. And so
you got to give people, you can't give them a reason to not give you the opportunity.
Yeah. You end up coming back at the end of your first semester for Christmas break, correct? Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, this is where essentially your college basketball was basically the end, it hit the end.
Yeah.
I remember getting a call from I was in Dallas at the time, and we were at a Cowboys game, getting ready to go in. I was back from Arizona State where I went to school.
Yeah.
And I remember your mom calling my mom, and I didn't know it was her at the time, but my mom did that that mom worried gasp,
yeah.
The Mexican mom, no.
That heavy breath.
Yeah, that heavy fucking breath, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically saying that you're in the hospital, and I was like, what? What the fuck do you mean? Basically saying that you basically were out last night, or I don't even know what exactly said, but
yeah.
You were out just with friends and stuff, and then for whatever reason you ended up getting just kind of caught up in the wrong situation, and you got assaulted by multiple individuals and ended up in the hospital. And it was really just a domino effect of just different things that transpired from that moment,
Yeah.
Can you kind of take me through that night, roughly? Take me through that night of what happened?
Yeah. Well, before I get into that, I do want to add on to the fact that, and it's just crazy how sometimes shit happens, man. Because obviously I was skipping a little bit of school and stuff, and but I was my minutes were starting to pick back up. You know what I mean? I started going back to class, started doing more of my due diligence. Right. Coach started trusting me a little bit more, and we had I think our last game, bro. Mm-hmm. Our last game of the semester, it was with versus Lincoln, bro. Like I remember, like Lincoln, like the school that we played that Jay Scrubs was on that went to the NBA. Our last game of that semester, my last game of college was versus that guy, and so, that's my last memory of playing college ball was versus him. And I got a couple minutes that game. I got like 14. I took a couple shots. I think I took like 2 threes, bro. Like I barely missed one of them hoes. Like rimmed out. I'm talking about popped out on me. And so, sometimes, bro, all it takes is for you to see one. And I was getting that confidence, but like I wasn't scared to shoot. Like at this point, I'm catching, I'm shooting. If I feel like I got any type of space, I'm jabbing them. If he give me a little, I'm pulling. Like I'm talking about, I was letting them toes fly, bro. Like I had probably shot more threes my college freshman year than I had ever did. Like
you really didn't shoot threes.
I didn't shoot threes because it was too easy. I knew I could get to the rim. In college, I felt more like I had to shoot threes, and I felt like it was more important that I developed the 3-ball at that point of the game, right? So I started shooting more, and I wish I shot more in high school. I really did, but I felt like why take a 3 when I could take a guaranteed 2? Like I feel like I could get past anybody in high school. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I could get a guaranteed 2 while I'm gonna take a 3. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that night, man, I'm visiting, man. I had only been in town for like 2 days, so all the boys talking about going to a house party, Cam's house party. So we go over there, it's me and a couple of guys, and we over there. It was a good night, man. Real fucking fun. Had all these people over there from like some of the high schools, and it was a real good night, man. So we fixing it, and we talking about, well, let's go to the club. So
and not like you're doing anything very foreign for a person in college.
Yeah,
like
19, 20-year-old. You go to house parties, you drink, and you go to the club.
Yeah,
that's what we do. So, after we was at the house party, we like, let's pull up to the club. And so, we head to the club, and I'm a little litty at this point. And before you know it, there was some shit going on, obviously, with one of my friends. And whatever was going on, I just know that these people wanted they get back. So, long story short, man, we in the club, we inside, it's a fight breakout. And I end up outside. And, at the end of all this shit, I end up outside, and I'm missing a lot of my shit. So,
and you were still kind of under the influence at that point.
Yeah, most definitely. I was, at that age, man, you just drinking, man.
Yeah.
You just trying to have fun, enjoy your night. I was in town. It was Christmas break. I had just got done playing, one of the biggest games of the season. And yes, we lost, but I was proud of where I was at because, like I said, I was improving. Mm-hmm. I was recovering my minutes, man. I went from playing 3 minutes a game to that last game I had probably played like 12 to 14 minutes, which is, it's big time, man. Like mm-hmm. I was gaining that momentum. And so, I was having a good time, man. A little ignorant to the shit that was going around me because I was just so caught up in the moment and happy that, of where I was at in my life. I felt really satisfied with myself. So, when you start getting too comfortable, you start getting a little delusional too. So that's why it's important to check yourself. But I was a little too comfortable, man. And so long story short, the fight, whatever, we go outside. And two gentlemen, whatever the fuck you want to call them, gentlemen, men, we got into a bit of an altercation. Long story short, they snuck me, they hit me, whatever. I hit the ground.
But you really didn't know a reason why at the time?
At the time, I didn't. The time, I didn't. I was a little ignorant to what was going on, and I from what I remember, I was trying to figure it out, but. It was really not the time to be doing no talking. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, long story short, man, I hit the ground, whatever, and these guys just got to walk off. And so the last thing I remember is just, getting up, and I'm waking up in, in a pool full of my own blood. I'm stumbling, and I'm drenched in blood. And long story short, I ended up going to the hospital that night. I ended up finding out I got a broken jaw, broken nose, and, like lacerations all over my face, my knee, my wrist.
Yeah. And at that time, did you kind of black out in the middle of?
Almost definitely.
So you basically got knocked out.
Yeah, I was gone. No, nothing. I couldn't remember anything that had happened that night.
Do you remember
waking up?
do you remember flashes of when you woke up still at the club, like
waking up in blood?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember.
What was, you didn't feel any pain? You didn't
no
feel
pain, nothing.
What?
I just remember just being full of blood and like.
You didn't know how bad it was though.
Well, not until I looked at my face, and and I remember telling my homeboy like that at the time, that was he was driving my car. I remember telling him like, "Hey man, how bad is this shit?" And I just remember like I just knew it was bad because like when his response, he was just like he was just kind of quiet, and I just remember like I can't tell you exactly what he said, but I just know he was like quiet, and he was just like, man.
Yeah.
And so like I just remember like pulling down the mirror on my passenger side seat and looking at myself, and when I instantly looked at myself, I'm like, that rage just hit in, man.
Yeah.
And, and I had no choice but to just a ton of it. Confusion, anger. That's the only thing I felt instantly at that moment. I had no choice but to just.
And so you ended up going to the hospital, and you said you're waiting a little bit, right? You're waiting for them to give you treatment, but they really can't do anything at that point.
Yeah, I was in a bed there for like 4 or 5 hours, and they hadn't done no procedures, nothing. After about 2 hours of laying in that bed, they had to give me some morphine, and that was about it. And then for like 4 hours later, I got transferred to the hospital, to like one of the hospitals where they were going to start doing the procedures. And after about an hour of being there, went through the procedures. I went through the procedures, and just remember waking up, and I was fucked up. It was time to heal. Because, I just remember getting told, hey, how you feeling? This is what happened, and this is what it's going to take for you to heal. And
you had a broken jaw. Weren't your knees fucked up too, in a way?
Yeah, they were just all all cut up and scarred and shit. Like, nothing too serious.
But a lot of it was just on your face.
Yeah, most of my shit was on my face.
When you have time, when you're in the hospital bed and everything, like, you have time to kind of just really, you have time for everything to sink in, like what just happened. What is going through your head when you're like in the hospital bed? Like, what are you thinking about?
You're really not thinking about nothing, man. You just.
Did basketball come to your head, like, immediately?
Yes and no. Like, obviously the thought of like what's gonna come from this, like how is this gonna affect my basketball, like am I gonna lose it right off the rip? Am I gonna still get the opportunity to keep playing? Like, like what's about to happen? And at the same time though, like you're obviously confused because you don't know what the fuck's gonna come from this, like what's gonna stem from this, like what's the end game that comes from this. And so, you just kind of sit there and just ponder things, but at the same time, you're just very confused and lost. Like, what's next for me? Mm-hmm. Where am I? Why did this happen? And, what's next for me?
And is there still that anger and like that frustration that comes with it?
At the time, it was a lot of that, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger.
Yeah.
A lot of mixed emotions, man. I don't know how to feel, but I feel a lot of something.
Mm-hmm. I remember visiting you on Christmas Eve, and that shit was, like, obviously I knew that you were in pretty bad shape, but like when you actually see literally one of your closest friends that you've known for, like, it's crazy, bro. It's like a movie type shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what it felt like. All right.
Yeah. And you're able to get out of the hospital in like a couple of days, but you still, it's still, I'm that
still
you
very much like handicapped.
Yeah.
I could only do so much. I can't work out, obviously, because you have no strength in your jaw. You know what I mean? You can't push no weight because you're gonna want to tense your jaw up. I'm still wired shut.
You're drinking. All you can drink is you can just drink food. You can't really eat shit, right?
Can't eat nothing. I can't chew nothing. I can't even open my mouth. My teeth are literally clenched together at all times. And that's it. I have to somehow be able to manage to get something down my throat that can go through my teeth. It literally has to go through my teeth.
Mm-hmm. I think about, like, obviously the physical effects of what happened to you were terrible, and it was it was something really hard that, I mean, you still carry it with you to this day, right?
Yeah.
But I would say like what you had to go through mentally and the ramifications from that were probably much tougher than
The physical
at that time, would you say?
Most definitely the physical, man. Even though to this day you can still see some scars and some lacerations, that's something that I'll carry with me forever. But the physical, I was back in shape, being able to move around, not long after. But the mental is what carried on for years.
Mm-hmm.
And and the weight of that was so tremendous, man. Like, even like I said, even like years after I thought I was healed, a couple years after I thought I was healed, I still found myself having very sad days and being very depressed over the situation, and I would try to neglect it. I try to distract myself, but at the end of the day, like, I didn't get over it until I decided to face it head on, reflect, and just genuinely try to move past it, try to let it go, try to forgive and learn and just genuinely move forward from it, man.
Mm-hmm. And you say one of the toughest times that you went through was when you tried to go back to college and play ball after this whole incident.
Right.
Can you tell me about those? Was it a couple months or a few weeks that you had to go through?
So I went back with my jaw all clenched up, wires shut, and it was tough, man. That was some of the toughest shit that I've ever been through, which is why I feel so. Which is why I feel like there's not many things that I can't do, because those times were so tough for me, and a lot of times it's not the physical that is your biggest enemy, man. It's your mental, it's your mind. If you can put that callus on your mind and create that strength, that reinforcement that your mind needs, I mean, there's nothing you can't do in this world, man. Like, literally, it's your mind that you have to strengthen. And so, those times were so hard for me.
Well, first of all, you were alone.
Most definitely I was alone, away from everybody. And, with all of this stuff being so fresh, I had no choice but to try to deal with it on my own. I didn't necessarily want to talk to my parents too much, because talking to them just made everything seem so much worse. You know what I mean? And so the truth is I neglected it to the fullest extent. I distracted myself while I was out there. I couldn't play ball. I couldn't be active. So I was just out there just watching, doing a lot of watching. My teammates were going to practice, and I was so sad that I found myself not even wanting to go to practice. Like, I was my coach told me, like, you don't gotta come to practice. Don't come to practice. And even though I probably should have gone, like, I didn't go. I just sat in my room and just stayed in my room and just kind of stayed to myself. And I was just letting things pass me up, man. And mentally, physically I was there, but mentally I was completely somewhere else. Like, I mean, I had totally lost, like, all type of drive, all type of focus, motivation, like, any type of direction. I just was gone. Like, I was just literally there, and I was lost.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember a specific moment that you can think back and think, like, obviously there's very dark times, but one that comes to mind where you were thinking, or just a specific moment?
Well, I don't know. I had a lot of dark days, but there was just this one night that my mind was racing all night, and I couldn't get any sleep, man. And for whatever reason, it was like, and I was in Illinois, man. It was cold out there, and for whatever reason, I feel like I had to go outside, and it was like 2-3 a.m. And this is how fucked up I was. Like, everybody's asleep. Like, everybody and their moms is asleep, and it's 2-3 a.m. and I can't go to sleep. And for some reason, I just start walking, and I walked around the town, man, and it's freezing outside. I'm in there with, like, just like one sweater on and some thin ass little sweats. I used to wear them little tight skinny sweats, so I had them little tight shits on, and I'm outside low-key freezing my ass off, and I'm walking for like miles, like in the middle of the night, dude, like doing this weird shit, like trippy shit. My mind was just running, and I just remember going out to this lake, man, and while I was at this lake, I had a lot of weird ass, fucked up, sketchy thoughts, man. And I just remember sitting there, And I was just contemplating so much on my life, man. And for whatever reason, you know, I told myself, like, just go back home, man. Like, just fucking go lay down. Like, you know, you're fucking tired. Like, you've always been tired, but you're just thinking too much. Like, you're just putting too much on yourself. Like, just go sleep and just try again tomorrow. You know what I mean?
You felt like you had your breaking point at that point when you were
I was very much so much done with everything. Like, and it sounds very selfish to say, but like when you're at that point and like you're mental, like, it almost feels better to just be gone because you feel like you're literally worthless. Like, you bring no value to anybody, like anyone or anybody, like parents included. Like, you just feel like a disappointment. Like, you're just like dead space, dead weight. You know what I mean? Like, you're here for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you talk about the time where you felt like you couldn't do it anymore, and you like called your pops, and he was saying basically like just stick it out a little bit, but you literally had nothing else left to give at that point.
No. And see, after that night, I mean, it wasn't probably but like a week or two later, you know, and I was actually seeing a counselor over there. I used to go and talk to her, and I don't know how I feel about counselors. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Those counselors are a little fun.
Mm-hmm.
They always use analogies to try to compare your situations to something. Oh, you feel like a fish. You feel like a fish in the sea, but like, you feel like there's no fish flocking to you. Like, you got me fucked up. Ain't no fish out here. Like, I ain't worried about no motherfucking fish. Like, no, there's nothing to do with no goddamn fish. Got me fucked up. Dude, they use them analogies like a bitch, bro. Oh, so you're just like a frog that can't find its leaf. You're just like a lost frog that can't find a leaf. Bitch, you got me fucked. Bro, it's fucked up, bro. But anyways, that shit didn't really help me at all. And I ended up telling my dad, I'm like, look, Dad, I got to get up out of here. Like, just this environment I'm in, like, you know, being away, like, I'm not used to this. It's foreign to me. And just everything that's running through my mind, I can't be out here. I got to go home. And he told me, like, you know, he told me a couple times, like, maybe 3 times, 4 times, like, man, you got literally like 6 weeks left. Like, it's March. Like, you know, you graduated in May. Like, just thug it out, dude. Just finish strong. And I remember telling him, like, I'm not gonna make it to motherfucking May. Like, I gotta go the fuck home. Like I'm about to fucking book this flight. Like, I'm not gonna make it to May. And he was just like, you know, he kept telling me a little bit, like, and just think about it, man. Like, you done came this far. Like, you're there. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking make it. Like, I need to buy this fucking flight right now. And sure enough, you know, he was like, well, man, you know, I support you. I love you. You know, I ain't never gonna be mad at, you know, you doing something that you feel like is best for you. If you feel like you gotta leave, then book the flight. And literally within 2 days, you know, I was booked and I was getting ready to leave within 2 days. And I went to my coach's office and sat in his office and told him, I'm like, look, coach, you know what's going on with me. Like, you know, I ain't played the rest of the season. The whole second semester, I ain't been to nothing but one practice, and I ain't played not a damn game. I've been sitting down just watching all these games. It got to the point where I stopped showing up to the games. I went to like 2 games and I stopped showing up. I just dry felt like shit. Like, you know what I mean? It was too hard for me to see everybody playing, and I felt stuck. And so I told Coach, I said, look, Coach, I'm going to buy my flight back home, and, you know, I'm going to try to finish the semester online, but I just can't be here. And he was like, well, do what you got to do, man. You know, I know you're depressed and I know you're going through all of this shit, but I just want to let you know that, you know, you're going to face depression for the rest of your life. Like, it's not going to go anywhere, and you're just going to have to learn how to combat it and fight against it. And then he, like, finished off with saying, you know, I wish you well, man, and, you know, I hope everything goes well, and, you know, I want you to go back to your family, but I will not be extending you another scholarship for next season. And when he told me those words just like that, man, like, it fucked my head up to the point to where, you know, I felt like I just needed to walk away from basketball. Like, it felt so detrimental to me to hear that. And even though, you know, there might have been things I could have done, like, at that point in time from where I was at mentally, like, that was just like the shot in the head. Like, I gotta get away from this. Like, I need something, and like, I don't think it's basketball right now. You know what I mean? And so, you know, ever since then, I just try to figure something out, and the thought of basketball from that day on just, it left me with a very sour taste of basketball and college coaches and everything, like, you know. And I don't know, for some reason I felt like some type of abandonment. And even though that might have been me playing victim, that's just how it played out. Like, that's just how I felt about it at the time.
No, I could definitely see how, like, it's, I mean, at the end of the day, college is, I mean, it's a business, really.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard to discount the fact that, like, we're human and, like, we're going to go through shit, you know? Like,
yeah,
you went through one of the toughest things that a person can go through physically and mentally, and it's just, like, you're kind of just met with that, and it's like, fuck, there's, like, no, not that you expect, like, remorse, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, like,
it's almost like you just hope that there would have been, like, another option.
It's so crazy, because literally around the same time, bro, that you were going through this whole thing, I was basically going through the same, like, not the same exact thing, but definitely my own mental health struggles that I have stuck with me till this day.
Yeah.
Literally the same time, like the second semester, and
it's crazy.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say a lot of it had to do with what happened to you, but definitely I remember that, like, to think about it now, how that definitely played a role in, like,
you're conscious.
Not that we were sheltered by any means, right? But it's like when it's like life just hit someone so hard that's, like, super close to home.
Yeah.
You know? Like, real life. Not to say that we didn't experience stuff, but, like, that shit that you went through was, like, the real world, bro. Like, that shit that can shake someone to the core. So I guess just seeing you having to go through that and seeing you all fucked up, and it was just like, damn, bro. Like,
yeah,
I always think about that, and you saying how, like, you were at that lake and you were talking to your pops about, like, literally saying that you literally cannot go any further, and if you try, it's like you might do something stupid.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that, like, it's definitely hard to talk about that shit, bro, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that those thoughts have crossed their mind, and
yeah,
it's really a thing to experience. Like, it's that feeling of literally feeling that there's no way out of your current situation is a real thing, bro. Like,
right.
I remember when I was in the same situation in college, and even recently when I was in Thailand, like, the only thing that I could think about that kept my mind, like, from really just thinking those super dark thoughts and thinking about doing something stupid, the only thing that was, like, keeping me going forward was just thinking about my family and thinking about that. Just honestly, I thought about Asen, bro. Like,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, like, I know, I mean, he's not my kid, I mean, he's my nephew, but just thinking about him and, like, thinking about,
like, what you could teach him and how you could affect his life.
Or just to even take it a step further, like, what if I wasn't here, and, like, how that would affect, I mean, not even just him, but, like, my parents and, like, them.
The whole spiral downward.
Yeah, them seeing me going through that stuff is is like really hard on them too. So
Right.
I totally understand like where you're coming from in the fact of when you're in such a dark position where it feels like you literally have nothing else to give. It's like
You have nothing to offer nobody.
it's a crazy feeling, man.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, it's like you can't shake how you're feeling. And
Right.
but you eventually did. You were able to come out of that.
Yeah.
And so how did you do that?
I had to just.
Because you ended up coming back, right?
Yeah. I came back, and it wasn't easy, man. And like I said, the most important thing that I think helped me get through it and got me through it was leaning on my loved ones and just being patient with myself. Just giving myself time. Because healing, man, is not something that's gonna happen overnight. And you have to continue to just give yourself time. Just every day, no matter what. Be productive. Get up. No matter how hard it is, or how bad you want to just lay up and just moan and just sit in your own, filth, gunk, whatever you want to call it. Just moan and weep. Just get up, man. Just do something with yourself. No matter if it's drawing, if it's running, working out, playing hoops, softball, whatever you are into, any type of your hobbies, even gaming. I mean, do something that gives you some type of fulfillment. Lean in on your loved ones and just give yourself some time.
Mm-hmm. Even when you're at that moment, even just getting up and walking is
big.
Yeah.
Get out the house.
Yeah.
Go to your backyard, take in some of that Mother Nature, take in some sun. Just embrace the earth. Embrace what life is about. Don't tap into your cell phone. Don't tap into all of this, this artificial technology, this artificial intelligence. Go to the root of this world. Go to the mountains. Go get in the sun. Go to the water and just take this, what life actually has to offer. And be patient with yourself. Give yourself some time and lean on your loved ones, whoever that may be. Your mom, your sister, your cousins, even your best friend. Lean on them.
I think there's a lot of people that go through unfortunate situations that leave them with this feeling of like, why me?
Yeah.
And this feeling of resentment and really just anger. And I think you felt that before. And what can you tell someone who's feeling that, who's thinking in their head like, why me, and feels that resentment towards a situation or to someone? And how did you get through that? Because I think that's one of the hardest things that you had to go through, was because you really were caught up in a situation where it's
wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, exactly. So how did you deal with that?
Well, for one, you have to drop and let go of the whole victim mentality. That's nothing but a setup. And at the end of the day, you can only be victim to so much. Like, at the end of the day, you have to look in on yourself and say, well, what could I have done differently? Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have just called it a night once I was already, at the after party. I should have just stayed there. Why do I want to go everywhere? Like, whatever. You could ask yourself 1,000 questions, but for one, don't try to look to throw the blame on somebody else. Just take it for what it is and try to just, anybody that you feel might have did you wrong or could have led you a different way, I'm not saying make an excuse for them, but forgive them. Don't forget it, but forgive them. Let it go and accept it for what it is. And, everybody makes mistakes. We all have been, at one point in time, been at fault of something, or we might have a regret of something. So just be that person that you wish you were to yourself, because at the end of the day, just because something might have happened and somebody could have done something better for you or whatever, like their intentions still may have not been for you to, for you to fall or for you to get hurt or whatever may have been the results of this trauma that you may have. They may not have had those intentions that you feel they may have had, or you feel like, oh, well, you fucked up, you did this, you could have done this better. Well, at the end of the day, they could have done something better, but they also may not have wished that upon you at the same time. So just learn to forgive, just learn to let that go, and just take it for what it is and just move on, man. You just got to learn to let it go. Just take it. Life is going to have its bumps and its hills, and you got to learn to just take those bumps and just keep on rolling, man. It's part of life. It's a part of the test.
Yeah. Some people go years and years without like holding on to shit, bro, and let it influence everything in their life. The way they interact with people, the way they live is just this feeling of resentment and just anger. But it's like life.
Sometimes it takes time, man.
Yeah.
And the more stubborn you are to opening your mind up and to, letting go of it, the longer it's going to take, man. Mm-hmm. So the sooner you can forgive and learn to try to keep going and just letting go of it, the sooner you can start to heal.
Mm-hmm. And life's too short, bro, for all that shit.
Yeah, why you gonna waste 5-10 years of your life just being bitter at the world for what? Mm-hmm. For what? When you can be doing so much more with your energy, so much more with your time. You could be establishing so many different relationships that you may have not even realized that were good relationships because you were so bitter in such a bad place in your mentality that you may have blew off like some good people in your life. You get what I'm saying? So like, why block your blessings? Why block your blessings when you can take it as a lesson and grow from it? And at the end of the day, it just adds character to you. It just adds more, more wisdom to you. Utilize it, grow from it, and move forward. Don't let it hold you up, man. Oh, man, it was a hell of the last 2 days, bro.
Yeah.
Doing the pod, it deleting, fucking dropping the motherfucking crown on the...
Bro, that shit.
The motherfucking cranberry juice on the seat. God damn.
Yeah, but I think it's worth it, bro. As long as I don't fuck shit up from this point forward, I think
we'll be alright.
We'll be good, yeah. But
hopefully, bro.
As far as well, as you know, this show is about mental health and having people come on and just share their stories and really just being comfortable with being vulnerable and understanding that their story could help somebody, So
most definitely.
There's people. I mean, everybody goes through hard times, and for someone that's going through a hard time right now, that mentally, that's in a really dark spot, really dark place, feel like that they have nowhere else to turn to, or they feel like they've gone as far as they really can. What would you say to someone going through that?
I would just tell you to keep pushing. Keep pushing and give yourself some time. It's going to take time, and you have to be okay with, giving yourself some time to heal. Leaning on the people you love, and don't be so hard on yourself, man. Like, you'll get there. Just give yourself some time and make a conscious effort to keep pushing forward. Just don't look back, It's okay to reflect here and there, but keep pushing forward. Do something that is giving you some type of fulfillment. Work hard at something. And just give yourself some time, man. Just quit thinking that it's over today. You got time. It's not over today, and it won't be over tomorrow. So keep going. And don't take these moments for granted. You mean something to somebody. Somebody loves you. And so be there. Be there and do what you're supposed to do. Do your due diligence and be there for somebody else. just like you wish somebody was there for you. And eventually, over time, you'll find yourself improving, doing better, feeling better. And, one day it'll just all be past. You'll just be looking back as we are here today and just looking at it as a memory that was difficult, but at the same time, glad that we have triumphed and have conquered, that challenge. And so, Allah says that, tough times do not last forever. When the storm comes, it may be there for a week, couple months, a year, maybe 2. But after the storm comes sunshine. After trial and tribulations and tough times comes relief. So just keep pushing, for that relief will come one day.
Something I always think about is when things are the hardest, I feel like we tend to look forward and see all that's left that we have to do or how far we have to go.
Right.
And I think that's overwhelming. And
yeah, looking too far ahead.
Yeah, and a lot of the times, like, when you're at your lowest, what it really takes is just one step at a time.
Baby
Literally,
steps.
You probably have to take, when you're at your fucking, I'm talking darkest, deepest, lowest points in life, bro. Sometimes you have to take it a minute at a time, an hour at a time.
Yeah.
And just tell yourself, I just got to keep going. I'm gonna make it through this hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it through the night. I'm gonna be good. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. It's gonna be a new day.
Yeah.
And you might still feel like that, but the next day after that, it could be a day where you wake up and you're like, damn, like I see why I went through this, and you're gonna get past it. Suffering doesn't last forever, bro.
Never does. Not to say more won't come again in the future, but at the same time, that's what life's about, man. It's about getting tested, getting pushed to your limits, man. It's all gonna shape you one day, and it's all gonna make you better. So just learn to take it in with open arms and learn to keep on moving.
Yes, sir. That's episode 6 of the Most Vulnerable Player. Hey, tell them what they should do right now, James.
You should go ahead and subscribe to my boy podcast. Like the video. Comment what you think. Follow a real nigga on Instagram. I got my Instagram deactivated. Never mind.
Bro, activate that shit.
I need to, huh?
If you do, I can.
You see? Fuck the distractions. I ain't distracted. I'm a man on a mission. Say, hey, if you need to deactivate that motherfucker.
Follow, of course, he said on YouTube. Subscribe. It's on Apple Podcast at The Most Vulnerable Player. It's on Spotify at The Most Vulnerable Player. MVP for short. And